Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Chamber of the Wraith. My name is Brian, and today we're going to be talking about the electric deities, the pantheons of half-dozens. We're talking about Shazam and Black Adam. So, these two characters have some pretty interesting, pretty nasty dirt to them. Black Adam, I believe, is overall better than Shazam, but Shazam has some nasty things that he can bring to the table himself. Shazam. So, let's get these two razzling, dazzling, and beating the crap out of each other. Now, I believe the only stage that we've not done yet is it's the Fortress of Solitude, so let's go there. And we will be starting with Shazam today. Alright. The first thing I should make mention of with Shazam is that he doesn't have any unique normals, so we gotta move on to this, and hang on, is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So we're starting with these. Hercules' strength comes off of a high punish that doesn't allow for a combo on its own, but in the corner, this can loop into itself, allowing you to get pretty easy damage. Atlas's stamina ends with a very fast mid, and transitions well from that. However, it is not special cancelable, unfortunately. Zeus's power is also a mid, but also not special cancelable. So these strings are basically interchangeable, except for how close it puts the opponent. And even then, the difference is just in a matter of a little bit. So use Atlas's stamina most of the time, just because it's a little bit faster. But Zeus's power can get more damage with Shazam's trait, which we will get into later. Achilles' courage comes off of a mid and wallops with an overhead. This is special cancelable, so use this as a quick punish. Mighty Colossus comes off of a fairly fast high that ends with a low trip. And 1-2 kick comes off of a decent mid that sends the opponent backwards and is also special cancelable. Then we have Mighty Charge and Roaring Strike. Mighty Charge comes off of pretty fast overhead that in the corner with really good range, you can actually get combos off of Raw. See what I mean? So you can do stuff like this, or like this, for easy damage. Or you can transition into easier launches from mid-screen. Roaring Strike comes off of a slower mid, but this stuns the opponent. But not long enough for you to get a normal like Jason and MKX, but finish the string to get a launcher. That's it for normals. Now we got to talk about special moves. Atlas Torpedo is an overhead rushing attack with pretty good range. From mid-screen, it almost touches. You hit the opponent with this and amplify, you throw the opponent for pretty good damage. So this would be your optimal combo ender. At least if you want to spend the meter. I wouldn't even say it's optimal, but moving on. Bolt of Zeus. A relatively slow projectile that does decent damage, but if you amplify it, it becomes even slower, but does almost double damage. 15%. This is a good way to say no. 15, 30, 45, and 60% if you decide to spend all of the bar. Herculean Might is Shazam's command grab, and he is a grappling character. He doesn't get anything off of it naturally, but he can amplify it for a combo, so you could do something like this. For pretty easy damage. And that's what Shazam is all about. He's about really easy damage. Achilles' clutch is a crouch grab. But since crouch grabs actually serve their purpose in Injustice 1, you could get stuff like this. You can actually use it as a combo extender or as a good combo ender. And then advancing and eluding Mercury Storm is a pseudo teleport. Think about this as kind of like Freddy Krueger's teleport in MK9, where he just kind of warps forward, or smokes in the same game. This lets you bypass projectiles and kind of move in. Now, it's time to talk about this guy's trait. Solomon's Judgment. Every punch you land does a little more damage. So, uppercut does 8%, or uppercut does 14, almost double. And this happens for every single punch attack that he throws out. So, you can do stuff like this. Down backward. 1. There we go. Do you see where this is going? Hold on. I know how to do this. Easy 46% for 1 bar. 46% 1 bar. 48% for 1 bar. And remember that string from before? Because it's all punches, with this string up, it does 21% instead of this string's 18. And we can take it one step further. Suppose the opponent is cornered. I want to show you the most brain-dead way to get ridiculous damage in this game. How would you like 50% 1 bar just for pressing a single damn button? Or, let's actually go to the corner for this one immediately. Let's say you don't want to spend any more. Come on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can get it. Sorry, I gotta knock some Shazam rust off. Gotta knock some ring rust off of Shazam, but if you can land all 4 of these, look at his health bar. It's just disintegrating. Look at that. 1 bar in the corner, 50... No bar, even! I didn't spend any meter! I just used trait, which lasts a ridiculously long time, by the way. And like I said, we can go even further. We can just spend the bar. If I can actually get them out. For a little extra cheddar. This trait is insane, and I love it. It's one of the main reasons to play Shazam. see here. Oh yeah, and let's talk about his super move for a second. The power of Shazam! After the interaction, it's a 17 frame mid. Look at that. 39% too. It's one of the last vestiges of super moves being allowed to do 40% raw. Oop, didn't want that. A little sneak peek of what's to come. But, let's see. In the corner with super. This can be a death sentence for some characters. 53%. So, not ultimately the same amount, but a decent amount, but, I mean, it's a super move combo, isn't it? Now let's talk about Black Adam. Let's see. Player 2. He doesn't have any unique normals, I don't believe. Okay. The main difference between playing Black Adam in Injustice 1 and Injustice 2 is that he doesn't have his forward 1 in this game. Because there's no forward 1, he doesn't have the exact same range things that he ranges for normals that he used to have. But this is an overhead, so we got to keep that in mind. Corruption is just like before. Can be special canceled, and you can do stuff in the corner. Oh yeah, you can do stuff in the corner with the right timing. And then end phase knocks the opponent back. Also special cancelable, but you can't get other combos off of it. Empty 2 knocks the opponent down and is also special cancelable. Black Nile launches the opponent, but is way better at launching stuff in the corner. Scepter is his knockdown string, with Dark Age launching. But remember, you don't have forward 1, so you have to go for something that actually can reach, like back 1 or back 2, which leads us to Chem Atom, which knocks the opponent back really far. That's a lot of damage too. Like, that little push does 11% damage. That's not bad. Oh, but the reason why I did it like that was because... Do you remember his, this launching bit? Well, it's back, but you have to do the input. You have to do the full input. You have to press up. But you don't have to in Injustice 2. The up part is automatic. So... It's, I liken this to Kratos in MK9, how he had that string that if you held the button, it launched him upwards. And that's how I was able to do stuff like this. Launch the opponent backwards for full screen with Cause Servant. Eye of Horus is the overhead that keeps him close. Might of Aton knocks the opponent down and far. And then Raw Power is your damage ender for this. that's it for his normals. Let's talk special moves. And some of these are going to be infamous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I believe... Does he only have lightning bombs after that? Yeah. Alright. Here are all of his special attacks. Lightning Storm. That's the ender. You know this. Go all Emperor Palpatine on your opponent and send your opponent flying back. Black Magic, very similar to before. This is the, this keeps the opponent standing. And going for combos. This is all of the special moves Black Adam has had before, so it's going to be super traditional if you played Black Adam before. Including Lightning Cage launching. Oh! I didn't realize that. So we could do... Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let's do this. Hold on. Look at that. 1 bar, 33% damage. Not bad at all. Then we have Lightning Strike. You also know this. This is projectile. A tracking load that does 10%. Then you amplify for almost double the damage. Good ender, keeps the opponent back. Lightning Strike is infamous. And then you can even... Oh, that's right. You can cancel directly... In this game, you can almost cancel direct... You can cancel directly into Lightning Strike for this. I mean, it doesn't get you a whole lot in the way of damage, but... You also can't do it backwards, I don't think. So, yeah, no, you can't. So, you... Look at that. Full state... A 4-hit combo from full screen. Because of 2 moves that track, that can cancel into each other. Wait a minute. Hold on. It combos meterlessly in this game? That is insane. And then presumably it doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't work twice in a row, but... It can't even... It doesn't even come out on the second time. But... Okay, so... If you don't have meter... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so... What's the damage you get meterlessly? 20%. So you're not going to get too much, but that combos meterlessly. I don't think you could do that in Injustice 2. That's mean. Boot Stomp. Black Adam is infamous for this. Because he can make his jump-in safer and do more damage. And, of course, Amplify to pop them up. And then there's this one, the Far Boot Stomp. Look at that. Look at that madness. Lightning Bomb is also the same as before. Throw down some lightning, and then after a short while, do your best Cyrax impression. Now it's time for his trait. You know what it is. The Orbs of Seth. Look at this free damage. 12% for free. Look at this free damage. Watch this. No bar, almost 30%. That's the power of Orbs of Seth. If you can get this going, because if you do a launch, you have enough time from this to get Black Magic. So. Come on. I know this works. Why does... Oh, I'm not getting the timer right for the meter right now. The concept is there. The damage is insane. And Orbs of Seth is a ridiculously good trait. And now, finally, his super move, which is very similar in activation to how it is before, but it's just a whole lot faster. Not quite... It has about the same amount of range, too, but like I said, the range is insane. And if you want some secret tech, if you launch the opponent, there's a chance, if you do the input right, it side switches. Shazam! Meaning that if you want to get out of the corner, you could do it easily. Let's say you're in the corner here and you want to enforce corner pressure. And if you got super, you now have the corner. You can... Well, not exactly. But you're now much closer to the corner. See? So, or if you have the corner, you can just do something like this. Or if you have the corner, you can just keep your opponent standing. Go for the super. For much less damage, but the point is, don't launch the opponent with the super. You'll keep them in the corner-ish for damage, or if they're airborne, do the super, side switch, and have a jolly good time. Now let's talk about the Fortress of Solitude's stage interactions, because this is the last stage that we need to do this on. This floating ice thing, all characters can throw it. Doomsday, background bounce. You can either blow up the, you can either blow up the ship or launch off of it, or use it to extend your combo. Yeah, you can totally do that. And this, this projector here, allows you to extend your combos, but with fairly heavy damage scaling. Let's transition. Let's transition. There we go! Now that we're in this part of the stage, let's have Shazam be in control. This big beetle flying thing is caught in a crystal. Want to set it free? Be a power character or a gadget character. Otherwise, you're dive kicking off of this thing. And the buggo is gone. Starro can either have his container exploded by gadget characters, leapt off of by acrobat characters, and by extension gadget characters, or freed by a power character. Probably shouldn't have done that, though. These boom tubes allow opponents either in the corner or allow the opponent to do a 15% relatively unique attack that has various effects. It depends on what the character actually has. So, as you can see, it's Shazam's back too, but it's now a mid and 15%. But if you're cornered, you can also escape into the boom tube in order to escape the corner and have a chance to come back. That's actually it, as far as I know, for interactables. As far as I know, this portal doesn't have an interactable, so let's just launch Black Adam through it. And there you go. That's the Fortress of Solitude stage and the two champions of Shazam. Which one of these champion sides are you on? Are you with Billy Batson or are you with Teth Adam? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to be awesome, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Damn it. I'll see you guys on the other side. There we go.